July 9, 1968, scientist John Calhoun builds paradise. 270 by 270 meters, unlimited food, refreshed every 6 hours, water crystal clear, temperature perfect, no predators, no diseases, 4 pairs of mice. 5 years later, all dead, not from hunger, not from infections, from abundance. You sit in your apartment, food delivery, 2 clicks, climate control, door locks, entertainment subscriptions. How does this differ from Calhoun's enclosure? Pause. 61% of young Americans suffer profound loneliness, surrounded by millions. South Korea's fertility rate drops to 0.72, need 2.1 for replacement. We don't breed in paradise. Mice aren't people, you'll say. Agreed, but Calhoun wasn't studying mice. He studied urbanization, coined behavioral sync in 1962, watching rats in Baltimore slums. Universe 25 isn't an experiment, it's a prophecy. Calhoun outlined 4 phases of paradise's death. Phase A, exploitation. 104 days. Population doubles every 55 days. Everything perfect. Then something breaks. Day 315. First female devours her pup. Day 315. First female devours her pup. Calhoun notes in the log, maternal instinct offline. Not from hunger, food overflows. Not from disease, all healthy. From something else. Phase B, stagnation, space plenty, enclosure 40% full, but mice cluster in prestige zones. Elite nest by feeders. Density there, 8 times normal. Fights, chaos. Females stop building nests. Why bother when the neighbor raises it? Pup survival falls from 95% to 4. Understand? Not from scarcity, from excess choice. Too many nest options. Too many neighbors. Females freeze and do nothing. Maternal instinct shuts down not from scarcity stress, from abundance stress. Scroll Netflix 2 hours, pick nothing. Same mechanism. Young males can't claim territory, all seized by elders. They pack the enclosure's center, turn hyper-aggressive or utterly passive, 2 poles of one pathology. Calhoun writes, they fought not for females, not for food. They fought because they forgot who they were. Fighting as identity surrogate. Familiar? Agro subcultures in housing projects. Gangs as desperate grasp for role. Any role. But humans have culture, you'll object. True, so it happens slower for us. But it happens. Tokyo, 47% singleton households. Manhattan, 48. Stockholm, 60. We don't brawl in the cage center. We just stop leaving the room. 1.5 million hikikomori in Japan. Average age, 42. Not teens in crisis. A generation of castaways on the denied social roles 20 years back. Day 560. Population, 2,200. Peak, growth halts. Not from space shortage. Enclosure half empty. From their emergence. Calhoun calls them the beautiful ones. Pristine fur, glossy, groomed. They don't fight, don't mate, do nothing. Just eat, sleep, groom. By day 1,780, they dominate. Enclosure stuffed with living cadavers. Flawless coats. Ring any bells? They shun hierarchy. No territory defense. No boundary marking. Females ignore them. No scars, no status, no proof of worth. Beautiful ones claim the periphery. Eat. Groom for hours, every hair perfect. Sleep, repeat. Calhoun logs. Physically healthy, socially dead. By day 1,780, they are Universe 25's majority. Enclosure filled with glossy creatures who exist but don't live. Question for you. How many times today did you check your story's look, but skip calling a friend? Calhoun coins the term, first death. Spirit dies while body endures. Mice lost all social roles, defender, mother, territorial male. Biology remains, breathe, eat, sleep. They persist, but purpose evaporates. See the parallel? Self-care culture, sleep optimization, 8 hours, wrist tracker, biohacking, Supplements, tests, peak metrics. We polish bodies with no reason to live. Stats, U.S. antidepressant sales up 64% in 15 years. CDC logs, we treat first death symptoms, ignore the cause. Beautiful mice weren't sick, they were void. That's just depression, not some experiment. Precisely, depression. But why an epidemic in rich nations? Why higher suicide rates in Scandinavia, peak living standards than Nigeria? Why South Korea, 35,000 GDP per capita, fertility 0.72, while Afghanistan, $4,000, births 4 per family? Calhoun proved the brutal truth. Abundance without purpose more toxic than want. Universe 25 mice had no survival fight, nothing worth fighting, food auto-spawned, threats, zero. Choice boiled down to which corner to groom in. Question for you, what do you fight for? When food's 2 clicks, bills auto-pay. Day 1780. Universe 25's last pup born, then silence. Absolute. 1,588 days to extinction. Enclosure resources fed thousands. Space for hundreds of nests. But mice stopped wanting continuance. Calhoun tries salvage. Removes beautiful ones, healthiest, perfect coats. Relocates to new enclosure. Low density, young females. Pristine conditions. Like day 1, July 9th, 68. Result? 0. No mating, no female fights, no nests. Just eat, groom, await death. First death irreversible. Can we resurrect? Post-Universe 25, Calhoun persists. Builds new enclosures, tweaks variables, more space, fewer mice, artificial tasks, mazes, obstacles, simulated resource wars. Nothing works. Paradise mice can't reclaim instincts. Broken at a level food and space can't fix. Calhoun's 1973 report, for a species so bound to social roles, their loss equals extinction, even if bodies breathe. He dies in 1995. Deems it warning. No one heard, we hear, and flee. Downshifting, rural escape from concrete cages. Minimalism, shedding suffocating abundance. Digital detox, severing social feeds. Those digital prestige zones where all cluster, crushing each other, but stats unyielding. Fertility drops even in eco-villages. Hikikomori rise in rural Japan. Thousands shut-ins with gardens, where labor should mean something. Problem, not location. Problem, lost fight for meaning. We treat symptoms, stress, isolation, anxiety, antidepressants, meditation, therapy. But skirt the cause, no need for social roles, no territory to defend, police handle it, no food to hunt, delivery, no house to build, mortgage buys ready-made. You exist. But what's your purpose? Skeptic shouts last. We know the problem. Calhoun couldn't explain to mice. Yes, but knowing isn't fixing. You know Instagram's toxic? Deleted it? No live talk matters? When last real call, not text? Mice couldn't rewrite instincts. We can. Question, do we want to? Or prefer beautiful, groomed, safe, dead? May 1973, Universe 25's last mouse dies amid food, water, empty nests. Calhoun's final report, second death is body's end. But the species died 1,588 days earlier, at last birth. Question devoid. When do we die? Or already? 4 phases. Exploitation, growth, stagnation, crowding in prestige zones, degradation, beautiful ones in aggression, extinction, breeding refusal, humanity. Urbanization, 50% cities by 2007. Forecast, 68% by 2050. Social role stagnation, loneliness surges with density. Beautiful ones emerge, hikikomori, self-care on self. Fertility crash, 53 nations below replacement. We're phase 3, bordering 4. Calhoun didn't fantasize, he extrapolated. His model predicted crisis not from resource want, from excess without social role allocation. 2024. World produces food for 10 billion. Population, 8 billion. Anxiety, historic peak. We inhabit planetary scale universe 25. Difference? Mice couldn't alter the enclosure. We can. Question, in time? Calhoun offered no fix, just diagnosis. All mouse reboots failed. Social instincts defy command. But humans have culture, reflection, choice, theoretically. Practically, problem knowledge alters no generation's behavior. Climate change known 50 years. CO2 emissions tripled, social media harm known, screen time climbs, knowledge not will, silence. Calhoun buried the last mouse, sealed the enclosure, didn't dismantle it, left as monument or warning. We build ours taller, comfier, better Wi-Fi, but can't exit. We are the architects. Universe 25 ended in extinction. Our universe, 8 billion. How does ours end? Mice couldn't pick the lock. We hold the keys. But Invictus asks, does anyone remember how to turn them?